Sam Smith brought Satan to the Grammys alongside Kim Petras. Yep, devil horns, whips, and cages were at the Grammys this year, but we'll get into that in a moment. If you aren't familiar, Sam Smith is a British pop star who stole our hearts after they released their debut album In the Lonely Hour in 2013. Our star is British, sporting that charming accent, and was born in London in 1992. Sam was lucky enough to grow up in a family that appreciated music. Like many huge pop stars, they loved singing from an early age and would perform in local talent shows all the time. While this got them plenty of local attention, they craved to grow their budding music career even more. In 2012, Smith actually auditioned for the X Factor, but surprisingly they never made it past the first round. Those judges were really wrong, but our star didn't let that damper their determination. Despite not making it through X Factor, Smith kept honing their skills and working on their music. Spoiler, it's about to pay off. And we're gonna get into that spicy Grammys performance shortly, don't you worry. In 2012, Smith was featured on the Disclosure song Latch, which was a huge hit. It peaked at number 11 on the UK singles chart. From there, it was only up and up and up. After being featured on a few other notable tracks, including La 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 by the Naughty Boys, which peaked at number 1 on the UK singles chart, Smith was eventually signed by Capitol Records. It was through Capitol Records that Smith released their first single, Lay Me Down, in 2013. Not long after, Smith's debut album, In the Lonely Hour, was released, and Sam Smith's popularity blew up. The debut album ended up hitting number 1 on the UK albums chart and sold over 10 million copies around the world. Not too shabby for your first album. While the album was a success commercially, it was just as popular with the critics. Sam ended up with 4 Grammy Awards for their work on In the Lonely Hour, and Smith took home another Grammy Award this year we'll tell you about in just a moment. Sam went on to release a few more albums and a number of EPs, their most recent work being Gloria, which was released in 2023. Sam Smith recently divided the internet over a music video for a track off of Gloria. The video for I'm Not Here to Make Friends, which is scandalous in nature, but aren't they all, features Smith in multiple dresses and nipple pasties belting their heart out about wanting to find a lover. Sounds pretty normal to us, so why the controversy? Twitter exploded with users both attacking and defending the star. Most of the haters were concerned with Smith's costumes leaning more femme and the sexual connotations of their performance. Like, okay, it's 2023, get over it. It's important to note that Smith recently announced they'll be using they/them pronouns back in 2019, and the star even commented that making Gloria was the most free they ever felt. So it's heartening despite all the hate, just as many Twitter users showed up in ways to support the star. Like this user who wrote, "The album, the song, everything on point. Perfection. Love you, Sam Smith." Or this user who chimed in, "Girl, you did what needed to be done. I feel like watching what I could have been if I didn't spend years in shame for what I look like. Thanks for it. You are truly an inspiration." And last but not least, this Twitter goer who shared their support by writing, "It's very funny watching people lose their minds over your sparkly outfits. I hope you have a laugh at them yourself and enjoy your success." And now the 2023 Grammys! Smith performed alongside trans pop star Kim Petras, where the pair absolutely slayed in a literally fiery performance. So any hate Smith received for their most recent music video is quite literally fueling the fire. Icons for that, truly. Prior to their performance, the pair also won the award for Best Pop Duo/Group Performance, making Petras the first trans woman to win a Grammy, and we could not be more excited for them both. So it seems like Sam Smith, Kim Petras, they're doing just fine. This has been Abby with What's Trending. To keep up with everything Sam Smith and all your trending news, find us at whatstrending.com.